almost ready to get underway. And going for Atlanta, Sierra Williams. And singing she likes pitching at home.
For her, there is no place like home. She's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect her when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as she has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that she's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Xander Bogaerts leading things off and takes a strike. Swings through that one for strike two. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now here's Jake Cronenworth. Swing and a miss, strike one. Cronenworth, a 7th-round pick by the Rays in 2015 out of the University of Michigan, where he was a two-way guy. And in fact, the Rays used him that way. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 3.
Stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill. Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
No strike.
Swings through that one for strike one.
She's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And the sweeper is off the plate. Curve, hit right back to her on the mound. To first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the first. No score after a half inning. All set for the start of the inning. Manny Machado up to the plate.
Number 13.
Machado working through some struggles lately.
Yeah, they say baseball is a game of failure, and that's true even for longtime major leaguers. Sometimes you'll have tough stretches just like this, but he's an experienced vet. He'll probably right the ship soon.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
She made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some players are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
A little bit low. Ball one. One down, base is empty. And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1. No score here in the second. Ground ball to the right side. He'll do it himself. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make her work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, she is just mowing them down. She's settling in. You got to make her uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Luis Campusano now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
She's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as she sets him down 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. No score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Williams back to work. And that's in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, she demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul ball, still 0-2. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Henry Davis digs in now. Davis, 26 years old, a former first-round pick in 2021. And that's downstairs. 1-0. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that is cut out and missed. And it's 1-2.
See if she can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Goes down looking. Kevin Biggio up to the plate.
He really needs to start making more contact. Striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Two out, space is empty. Strike 1.
1-1.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for the Friars, and it remains 1-0. And we're back. And now the DH, Sierra Williams. Let's see what the former World Series MVP can do with this at bat, Chris. Tap foul at the plate.
Well, pretty clear to me. She's trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second, and she's got a leadoff double.
She found herself behind an account right there, but she didn't give in. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with her back path to the ball, and caught it out front, and she stayed long in her follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Michael Harris II will hit next. In the dirt, blocked. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the last half of the third. Bounced up the middle. On to O'Hearn. One gone, bottom of the third inning.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Obi.
This one in the air. O'Hearn. And there's two down.
The right fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And this place is rocking. It's 3-0.
The count was full, but he was ready to swing it. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch, absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
On to the fourth, and here is Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter.
You know, these Padres, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
So up next, Jake Cronenworth went down on strikes his first time through. On the ground. Whips it to first on the run. Nicely done for the out.
She's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind her with another ground ball. Good execution.
2 down, bases empty. Jackson Merrill, the next up for the Padres. First pitch, just misses. Right through there for a strike. The Padres yet to pick up a hit here. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. And a swing and a miss down on strikes. And good work there as she gets a 1-2-3. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. It's the Braves 4 and the Padres nothing. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball. Fires to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now Machado up here.
Number 13, Manny Machado.
And that
No,
one
that's
is
down.
downstairs. And that's ball one.
You know, these Padres, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. She's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
Next offering is in for a strike.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at-bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Campusano, batting with one down, takes a strike. Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-2.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Man, that looked like a pretty good swing, and I was waiting for it to get hammered somewhere. I mean, breaking ball, but he just somehow missed it. Timing looked solid, and his balance was there. He wasn't out on the front foot. Great pitch to hit, but just came up with nothing but air. So, tell you what, that's not a good feeling at all.
Rosario swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Tries to hold up, appeal to first. He went around, according to Carl Dixon. Two outs. And he hits a ground ball right side and foul ball. Swing and a miss, and she got it. So she cracks double digits with her 10th strikeout. Another inning in the books, but the perfect game couldn't survive it. It's the Braves 5 and the Padres nothing. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now it's the right fielder, Henry Davis. 0-1. And ball one.
1-1.
And a swing and a miss.
She's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's her 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Biggio batting for the second time, and that's strike one. The Braves leading by 5, and we're the top half of the 6th. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. The wind of the pitch. And they'll do it again. That just misses, and the count is 1-2. dozen strikeouts for her in this one.
Got a pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes, but just couldn't get a piece. Tell you what, that screwball is so unique and it's so rarely seen. I think it can be tough for any hitter just to get a piece of it, no matter where it's placed. As a hitter, you're just not used to seeing a pitch moving that way and getting on the same plane as it comes into the hitting zone.
Ball 1 to Bogarts.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that drops in for a strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for her today. She's been able to get ahead in the count with it. She's also been able to use it to put hitters away.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And she strikes out the side for the 3rd time today. So another good inning for her on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Braves 5 and the Padres nothing. We go to the top of the 7th. Now here is Jake Cronenworth. Williams back to work. Softly hit to 3rd. Riley. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The center fielder, number 3,
Jackson Merrill getting ready to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. And that misses. And that is ball 1. Just missed.
2 balls.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt her momentum all that much. You know, she's really been on top of her game, commanding her pitches all night long.
And now it's Manny Machado. His righty-lefty splits there. That's a strike, attacked with the sweeper. Misses the sweeper.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what she does.
Chases that one. And she adds another strikeout to the pile. 14 now. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting herself in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what she's working with. And that really allows a pitcher to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
2 outs. Chop back up the middle. Throws to first, and that is that. Padres leave 1. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. Back at Truist Park, set for the last half of the 7th. And now it's the Braves DH, Sierra Williams. Foul ball there.
You know, these Braves, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Davis makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting.
Now on the bump, Paul Sewald.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Williams was really cooking on the mound. Solid hitting performance as well.
All two-way players are still so rare, Boog, and that makes games like this one even more special. Tremendous pitching work, and nice to see her get some good ABs too.